Okay, we have a test here. We're going to take the file, we're going to encrypt it, load it, and do the process. Here, well, this is internal for configuration. Here, the link where the mod file will be stored will be linked, and we generate the code to be able to use that there. Ready? Okay, we've generated it. Let's move on to this mod, which is the one I found on this website. Well, obviously, I'm not going to distribute this mod because it's not mine, but to run the tests, I'm going to use this file here. I'm going to close this, and in the Licenses section, I'll be able to view the ones I have available. In this case, I'm going to use any of them because they all point to a single file. So I'm going to copy this one here and start the installer in the mod folder that is here for Euro Truck Simulator. Perfect. We can choose the language, Spanish, English, or Portuguese Brazil. As an example, we can do it like this. If we put a code or a fake serial here, let's say, it won't be valid because it's not the correct license. We have to put the license we acquired here to be able to validate. So we accept the terms here. We will discover the installation path later on. We install the mod. A message about piracy for customers and the download process through the server will begin. Here we can verify the download, a secure download, so the mod file downloads, which we will have here. Okay, let's just wait for the file to finish downloading. Okay, the file has been downloaded and the installation begins. Here it launches the provider's corresponding website. In this case, it already installed the mod. We can finish the installation and we can delete that mod's installer. And here we have the mod. It's worth noting that it protects it quickly, and what it does is block the file. You won't be able to view it for anything in the world. All right, let's go to the game to see the process. What it does is connect an API so the mod is compatible. When the API connects, it validates the license with which we activated that mod and therefore grants access to the file. And here we are going to load the game so you can see that the access is like an approved bypass. Let's go to the mod folder, and here we can see that that is active there. All right, so what would an attacker do? Well, the attacker simply steals the file and takes it. In this case, it will be of almost no use to them. Literally, I'm going to use a folder here and put hack. I'm going to try to copy this file, as one would say steal it, which is what the attacker would do, and, well, it wouldn't serve any purpose. I have that file here, and, well, if I close the game, what the server is going to do is disconnect and maintain an equal-to-equal protection with the mod file. Perfect. So I'm going to copy this mod to, as one would say in quotes, steal it, and it wouldn't serve any purpose. All right, so what I'm going to do is quickly uninstall the mod file that is here. It launches the provider's site again. So what would an attacker do? Steal the mod file, right? And if we copy or cut these files in this case and put them here, let's launch the game again to see if the files have been stolen. In this case, these files are the ones that would be shared or uploaded to an illegal piracy platform. So what happens with those files if I play and haven't installed the system with the validation of a serial key, like the one here, a license? What happens? I have the files here. Will it work or will it not work? Well, we'll see that now. Let's go to the game, and with the stolen files, let's say, I'm going to go to the mod folder and it won't appear because the license isn't connected. All right, so it won't work for anything in the world. It's worth noting that piracy cannot be ended 100% because there will always be an attacker who will try to search and decrypt all the files. Now, I had the files here. Can I access them? No. I have another file here. Can I access it? No. If I want to see the source code, let's say, it will leave me the protection ID. And this ID is what connects and validates part of the license that is here. The server is going to send a code, an ID, to give authorization for the use of the mod. This also works online and offline without a problem because this code gets registered to allow the activation of the mod. Now, this is absolutely useless. The mod file remains unplayable, unbreakable, and cannot be used.
So far, that is the version we have, and well, we're going to advance a little more to be able to help you.